Class?
Yes, yes.
All right, today we're going to be reviewing for our midterm. So some key ideas that we're going to go over are map reading, plate movement, seasons, and culture. Turn to your neighbor, tell them what we're doing today. Teach! Okay. Classity class!
Yes.
Hands and eyes. All right, today is important because we're playing for extra credit on the scoreboard. It's you against me. If you win, you get extra credit. If I win, no extra credit. Tell me how excited you are about that.
I'm excited.
Woo! Turn to your neighbor, tell them you're excited. I'm excited. All right, so class.
Yes, yes.
Go to page 4.
Page 4, page 4, page 4.
On page 4, this is where we're going to start looking at some key terms to review for the midterm. So we're going to start off with geography. So mirror.
Mirror.
All right, when we study geography, we're studying the earth. And on the earth, we are going to look at physical features and then human features, like the neighbor beside you. Okay? So when we study geography, we're studying the earth. We are looking at physical features and human features. Turn to your neighbor, tell them what we're talking about when we study geography. Teach.
Okay.
Class.
Yes.
That was very good. We're going to go ahead and start with a point for you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. All right, next word that we're going to look at is a hemisphere. So, mirror.
Mirror.
Now, when we have the earth, we have hemispheres. Hemispheres are just half of the earth. We have half of the earth. That's a hemisphere. Turn to your neighbor. Tell them, first of all, what's geography? Tell them, second of all, what's a hemisphere? Use your gestures. Teach.
Okay.
We have hemispheres.
Class.
Yes, yes.
Now, there's two special lines that separate the hemispheres. And we're going to talk about those. So, mirror.
Mirror.
Okay, so we have the earth. And when we divide the earth into a hemisphere, we can use the equator. Divides the earth into two hemispheres. If you know the two hemispheres that the equator divides the earth into, blow it in your hand. Release.
North to south.
Good. All right, mirror.
Mirror.
Now we have the earth. We also have another line. It is the prime meridian, which divides the earth into two hemispheres. If you know those two hemispheres, blow it in your hand. Release.
East and west.
East and west, yes, very good. All right, so mirror.
Mirror.
Here we go. We have the earth. We have the prime meridian, divides the earth into the east and the west. We have the earth. We have the equator, divides the earth into the north and the south. Turn to your neighbor, tell them all about the equator, all about the prime meridian, all about the hemispheres. Teach.
Okay.
We have the prime meridian has the equator east to west. We have the equator south.
Then we have hemisphere. This hemisphere.
The prime meridian.
Class!
Yes.
All right, I just have to give you guys another point for that. Give me a 1 second, party.
Oh, yeah.
So I want you guys to look up here. We got latitude and longitude. Just as a review, who wants to come up and see if they can place? I knew you would. Come on. All right, it says 60 north and 60 east. Just point and click. Point and touch. Where is it? Hold it out. Hold it out. Class.
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, whenever we talk about a convergent boundary, where we say that the boundaries are colliding like this, blow in your hand the answer to this question. Do you know what happens when they collide? What do they create? Blow it in your hand. Release.
Mountains.
Good. All right. So if you look at the pictures on page 39, you can see plate A pushes upwards and plate B is folded, and what we end up with are mountains. Now, if we look at the transform boundaries, which again mirror, transform boundaries are the ones that just slide across each other. But it's not an easy slide like this. It's a hard slide like this. No, I need you to give me a hard slide. Yeah, okay? So blow in your hand if you know what that creates. Release.
Earthquakes.
Very good, guys. Jeez, y'all are beating the heck out of me. 1 second party.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Flip the page. And we need to talk about what happens whenever you're under the water and you have transform boundaries. All right, so we're under the water, right? We're very far underneath the water, and under the water, there's still boundaries, okay? There's still plates, and there can be transform boundaries where they squeak. But what happens is the water begins to shake, then shake, then shake until eventually we have